This just in from Balloon Fest. We've got it going on.
Oh, right.
People were talking on the midway as the balloons were launched.
Oh, God, yeah, they were.
They said, you know what? Mike and John got it going on. That's what they said.
Right.
We'll take their word for it.
And they said, where's the Mike and John balloon?
We said, we don't need no stinking balloon.
Yeah. Actually, we did have a balloon. It was we inflated it much like Howie Mandel used to inflate the rubber gloves on his head,
and
it launched.
I forgot about
no
that.
one saw that.
They were surgical gloves. We have a surgical balloon.
Yeah,
it was missing 3 fingers and a thumb. Just 1 finger. That was our balloon, in case you missed it.
You were wondering. Now you know.
All right, it's Monday with Mike and John. Got it going on. Brought to you by Jordan Genso, show sponsor. Susan not able to make it today.
No.
We're cougar free. Or less minus cougar.
Yeah. You know, and she always sings that Monday's better when Cougar's on. So we got to step it up.
We got to up the game.
We got to do something around here. All right.
What are we going to do?
I don't know.
We'll figure it out. It didn't go well in rehearsal.
No.
What rehearsal? Anyway, coming up today, our Monday match.
Yes, from Orchard's Children's Services.
We'll talk classic cars and a show that's coming up.
Yes, we will.
We've got your 2-cent history lesson, and we'll see if we got a winner in Sunday night trivia from last night.
It's our final week that we'll be registering folks to win $100 at least in gift cards.
Yeah, we're coming to the end of June.
This will be the final week. Yeah.
All right. So we'll get to that in just a little bit. In the meantime, I'll look at local news. Brought to you by Cooper and Binkley Jewelers in downtown Brighton.
All right, here's what's going on. Howell police continue to investigate the accidental shooting death of a toddler earlier this month. The incident occurred shortly before 6 p.m. Sunday, June 11th, at a home in the 1900 block of Oak Squire Lane in the Rolling Oaks subdivision. Howell police say a 2.5-year-old child had gained access to an unsecured firearm, resulting in an accidental shooting. The child was immediately transported by EMS to C.S. Mott Children's Hospital in Ann Arbor, but was later pronounced dead. Howell Police Chief Scott Manor tells Gigo News that they're still waiting for blood and autopsy results, but he hopes they can have some results by the end of this week. He says, however, they are, quote, on the hospital timeline, so it may be longer, end quote. The child's father is Dearborn Police Department Corporal David Lacey. When asked for comment, Dearborn Police would only say the incident was a very serious personal family matter, and they were respecting the officer's privacy. There were no reported injuries following an emergency landing of an aircraft Saturday morning at the Spencer J. Hardy Airport near Tooley Road and M59. Deputies from the Livingston County Sheriff's Office responded to a report of an aircraft emergency about 10:45 in the morning. The pilot, a 39-year-old man from Brighton, and his passenger, a 36-year-old female from Perry, reported the plane lost power while flying a normal pattern. The pilot was able to land the plane in a grassy area of the airport property, but the plane crashed through markers for the runway, causing a wing, piece of landing gear, and hood on the aircraft to become separated. The pilot and passenger were able to exit the plane on their own. Neither of them reported any injuries. The Federal Aviation Administration is investigating. And those attending the 2023 Michigan Challenge Balloon Fest dealt with a mixed bag of weather through the weekend, although they were treated to a spectacular launch Saturday night. The Saturday morning fly-in and Friday night's launch were canceled, though, due to bad weather. But clear skies and light wind provided a great show for the Saturday night flight. Following that launch, balloonists returned to the launch field and inflated for a tethered balloon glow, where the torches' flames illuminate the balloons after sunset. This year's event included fireworks Friday after sundown and various musical and other acts, and Balloons and Brews in downtown Howell, a fundraiser for this year's Fantasy of Lights parade. Sean Rea and his Solaire balloon won the Michigan Challenge. Competitors are challenged to fly to a destination target and drop their beanbag on or close to that target from the air. That's the competitive part of the Michigan Challenge. And you can see a full gallery of photos from the weekend, taken, of course, by Gillis Benedict. You'll find those on our Facebook page, as well as at mikeandjohnpodcast.com. And that's what's going on.
Yeah, definitely check those out. Gillis did an awesome job for us, as always, so we appreciate that. And, of course, news brought to you by Cooper and Binkley Jewelers in downtown Brighton. Where have Mark and Barb been, you say?
Where have they been, I say?
Where have they been? They've been in Racine, Wisconsin.
Really?
For a meeting with the IJO, that's the Independent Jewelers Organization from the Midwest. They get together and they talk about things that they can do, newer things and innovative strategies to bring you the best diamonds possible back to downtown Brighton. And, of course, you'll want to mark your calendar. Save the date. August 17th, that's a Thursday, the estate jewelry sale featuring a rare collection of estate jewelry.
17th.
Says right here, you won't want to miss it.
That's a Thursday.
Yes, it is. Thursday,
Okay.
August 17th.
I have a dentist
Perhaps.
appointment.
Well, after the
I'll
dentist.
do it. Yeah, okay.
Perhaps you've got an anniversary or a birthday in August coming up. This would be the estate sale to go to at Cooper and Binkley Jewelers in downtown Brighton. So Balloon Fest, kind of, it was one of those years where you had the bad weather, but you had some. Saturday was gorgeous.
I mean,
so,
that's always the prime night is Saturday night. You want to be able to get that launch off and have the glow,
yeah.
be able to put the concert on. So they were able to do that. So that's the good news. Obviously, the Friday night launch and the fly-in on Saturday morning, not so much. But
as many years as we had been there, we saw it all from the thunderstorms like that blew through last night to almost a complete washout to beautiful and warm weather. So
or just getting baked through the weekend.
Yeah, there was that too.
by the sun.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, that's another festival. I mean, still, I think most people were happy just to see the launch on Saturday night and the glow, and that was spectacular. So
very cool stuff. So coming up in just a little bit, we'll find out about a local church having a classic car show close to you.
Yeah.
Very close. So we'll get to that in just a little bit. my iPad's freezing up. That's
I see.
I'm not stalling for time.
I didn't get the signal. I'm sorry. We're not stepping it up here with Cougar not being around. Yeah.
It's jammed up. Something's moving a little slow. See, people can see us now.
Yeah,
when we were on the radio,
right.
You couldn't see us.
There's all kinds. Let's go through the radio signals because when we're on the radio and they can't see you, this is obvious. Like, cut it, stop,
wrap it up.
Yeah, right. Wrap it up.
Yeah. Stop talking.
Keep going. Something's not working. Stretch it. Yeah. Then there's the hey fella. Get that signal every now and then.
All right. We're back at it with the trivia from last night.
Yeah, we are.
Sunday night trivia brought to you by our friends at Firehouse Doors. OG sponsors, by the way. Firehouse Doors, serving Livingston County for over 25 years with unparalleled service and products. The question, according to not a secret survey, a recent survey.
I was going to say that you can have a secret survey.
A secret survey, and those guys can get you arrested. Over 20% of employees are uncomfortable with this at work. No, it's not a smelly coworker. But that was a good guess by some. The person that wears a little too much or fragrance or not enough deodorant. that was a good guess.
To be reminded to take a shower every now and then.
Some people, according to Ann, are uncomfortable with leaving for lunch. If I come back, my desk may be cleared.
Right. I mean, that's kind of sad that you can't go take a lunch, but you're right. You don't want to be seen as not giving it 110% for that minimum wage check.
Madonna said workplace romances. Jamie said the temperature, because there's always that. It's either too hot or too cold, and nobody's exactly comfortable with it.
Debbie said dating a coworker.
That could be uncomfortable, especially when it doesn't work out.
Right, or, if they're already married.
Well, there's that too.
That's awkward.
Or if somebody's dating a coworker and
right.
they have a spouse.
Well, then you got a little leverage.
I see. Yes, take it to your advantage.
Well, Judy, I guess you'll be getting my lunch for me from now on.
Yeah, I thought I saw your wife the other day, Bob, at the store.
Okay, we do not endorse extortion.
No, we don't. We're not running for office, so we don't endorse that yet.
Lisa said talking about their lives outside of work at work.
Some people tend to do that all the time, and it can be uncomfortable, especially if it's relationship or kid things. It should be just talked about elsewhere.
Right. If it's like an occasional, we did this. All right, fine. But when it's all the time.
Yeah. Chuck said uniforms. Sometimes uniforms can be uncomfortable. Dogs or cats at the workplace.
Evan said selling Girl Scout cookies.
There is that obligatory buy.
Well, you remember for many, many years I would put my kids Girl Scout cookies down.
And then a coworker. had
then
a
there
daughter.
was for
then there's the competition.
For several years, I had that solo.
You cornered the market.
And then suddenly another worker starts putting. I'm like, hey,
Scout cookies are my turn.
It's my territory, fella.
Then it becomes Girl Scout cookie wars.
That's when the awkwardness comes in. They don't like that.
How about team building exercises?
Oh God.
Sometimes those could be fun, but sometimes they're just more annoying than need be.
They're always annoying.
Beth said hugging. You don't.
Right.
Sometimes hugging in the workplace that could be a little uncomfortable.
I think it's frowned upon generally.
Yeah,
I mean,
depends.
especially if you don't know someone well enough.
If you have a close knit group, I could understand that. I'm not hugging you, but
I'm just saying, especially when you've got male, female. That's just you got to be careful.
Yeah,
there.
sometimes we, back in the day,
I'm a hugger.
Hey.
I'm a hugger.
Leave my
I mean,
space.
so what? I mean, when people say I'm a hugger, so therefore I get to hug you. No.
Here's a chair.
I mean, what if I go up and go, I'm a rubber?
I just want to rub you. Yeah.
No.
I'm a rubber. I don't think I've ever encountered that, but sometimes, maybe Grandma.
I'm a massager. Okay, stop.
Working overtime, Pamela said saying no to the boss can be uncomfortable.
Right.
Let's see.
There was a very specific one from Sean.
Yeah, this was a good one. I got to find it. It's pretty long. Sean said Todd's Tupperware of tuna that he left in the refrigerator 3 weeks ago and refuses to get rid of. The entire break room smells of fish. Todd, we are sick of it.
Todd, get rid of the tuna.
Take the tuna home.
Yeah. Or
yeah.
Well, it's in Tupperware. You can't just toss it, but
well, you could.
I mean, at a certain point, it's like, okay, this Tupperware is now.
There was quite a few that said people that borrow your things without asking.
Right.
Yeah, and then they don't put them back. It's like, where'd my favorite pen go?
Michael said going to the boss's house, work related.
Yeah. Hey, why don't you come on over and do a little extra work?
Yes.
We'll do it over
kitchen
drinks.
Needs a little cleaning over here. And the other thing, though, even if it's not work related, now, when you go to the boss's house for like a party, and maybe you see the boss after he's had a few, he or she's had a couple, and you see them outside their authoritative role.
Right, yeah.
And the next thing you know, they're playing pool. The cigar.
I don't know where you're going with that.
Slapping their ass and you're going, what the hell's going on?
Hey, now.
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Talking about being a cowboy, I don't know. Was there any other? Nobody got it right.
No,
nobody
that was
got
the
it right.
interesting thing.
I have to say, over the past few years, I have run into our answer, and
Well,
it didn't really make me uncomfortable. But it was having a younger boss.
Right.
Having a younger boss.
And as we get older, that's going to be more
Listen, Sonny.
That's going to be more and more of an issue. Hey.
Yeah. So having a younger boss. But sometimes, when you've hit that age, you want to pass on your knowledge, or you just don't care. You've hit that point where it's like, hey man, I'm just coasting here. I'm just trying to get through my 50s into the retirement zone. So stop nagging me to be more
right.
more aggressive. And
I think having a younger boss is not so bad if they're competent.
Sure.
But if you have a younger boss who's an idiot,
there's that.
And you're like, what up with that? What's up with that? All right. Anyway, so no winners.
No winners. So we will have another question tonight and give you a chance to. Should I throw a prize out there tonight?
That's up to
Will
you.
it be a Monday night bonus prize night? You'll have to check Facebook to see.
All right, tune in.
But either way, anybody that gets the answer right will be qualified for our drawing on Friday, courtesy of Jordan Genso, for not less than $100 in gift certificates and gift cards to downtown Brighton businesses.
Jordan Genso is our show sponsor.
He is show sponsor. He's also our official Giggle Realtor.
That's right. He's also the community servant, community realtor.
That's what he is. He's a lot of things.
He's a lot of things to a lot of people.
Yes, he is.
Of course, Jordan Genso with 15 years of experience in Livingston County real estate.
Loving husband and father.
Yes.
Yes, he is. Well, you said he's a lot of things to a lot of people.
Well, that's true. You're right. Yeah, you're right. Nope, that's an excellent point.
Thank you.
Right. I mean, you wouldn't want a real estate agent who's, like a bad dad.
No, you don't want bad dad real estate agent.
So he wouldn't want that.
No, you wouldn't.
No.
He's a good dad.
But I don't think Jordan goes out there and says, I'm a good dad, let me sell your house.
Who's your daddy? Jordan Jensen.
Who's your daddy? I don't think that's
No,
a selling
that's- I'm
point.
sorry.
No.
Get back to the script.
He goes with community servant, community realtor. Okay. And of course, as he's been doing all through May and now into June and our final week here, highlighting different businesses in downtown Brighton, picking each one of them and focusing on them. We're taking our trivia winners, putting them in a drawing, and then at the end of the week, they can pick up their gift certificates at a different downtown business. And I believe the Running Lab is our final business that we're focusing on in downtown Brighton. So all trivia winners this week, we put into the drawing for the $100 plus gift cards, and they'll pick those up at the Running Lab in Brighton. Thanks to Jordan Genso.
Yes. There's a car show coming up. Saturday, July 15th. We're just a few weeks away. And Mike Leffert, I think we talked to Mike last year.
We did.
About the St. John the Baptist
Morning,
car
Mike
show.
Leffert.
Hey, Mike, it's Mike and John from Mike and John Got It Going On.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Doing well. Welcome back to the podcast.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, so last year we talked about the car show, and it's going on again this year on Saturday, July 15th, 10
right,
to 2.
Yep, 14th annual car show, 10 to 2 this Saturday, July 15th. Yep.
All right, so tell us about where we're at so far with some of the vehicles that have entered and how folks can get involved.
Well, so you can go to www.stjohncarshow.org to learn more about the show. Our entries are during the day of the show, so if you get there anytime after 8 a.m., you can enter your car. It's a $20 entry fee for the show cars, and that gets you into the show car lot. You can park anywhere you want. And our show cars are any car. All cars are show cars to us. So if you want to show your 1989 Camry, well, that's fine by us, as long as you got the $20 for entry fee.
Absolutely.
But we get a lot of cool cars. Everything from the early 20s and 30s up through 2000s. Just some really neat stuff. We had over 100 cars last year.
One of the things that I've been seeing I've been to a couple of car shows this summer already, and a couple of the things I'm seeing, because you're used to seeing your classic like Camaros and Mustangs and those types of things, but I'm starting to see more what used to be everyday cars, like say a Chevy Caprice or Malibus from the 70s and 80s, and it's like, wow, I haven't seen one of those in a long time that's not a rust bucket or sitting in a junkyard somewhere. So a little nostalgia that way. Even some of the old station wagons,
for sure.
Pre-minivan days.
Well, I think a lot of it depends on your age. So, from when we grew up, I think we think classic cars, we immediately go to like the 50s and prior. Whereas now,
the 60s,
60s, 70s, and 80s are now, definitely part of that whole classic car thing. But like you said, whether you have an 89 Camry or, a 56 Chevy, whatever it is, you pay your $20, you get in. Yeah. But of course, there's 3 $100 grand prizes on the line.
That's right. Yeah. So for your entry fee, you not only get to be in the show, and also you'll be judged for trophies, but you also get a chance to win one of three $100 prizes, which will be randomly auctioned off to the entrants in the show. And then we've got more trophies, by the way, this year than last year. So we will have multiple categories. So again, whatever car you're bringing, there's probably a category or maybe two that you'll be fitting in.
So is there a wah category?
Well,
you can invent one like needs a paint job category.
Yeah, exactly.
Most
should probably have that for next year. Yeah, well, the Mike and John wah category.
The Mike and John nice try category. Nice try.
I like that, and we might add that for next year. Not this year, but next year we'll do that. Yeah.
Should have had it towed.
Yeah.
How did you possibly get that here? Good job.
Get that in here. Yeah. And again, this is the St. John the Baptist Car Show going on Saturday, July 15th, 10 till 2. And people can find out more online, stjohncarshow.org.
Yeah, and the KFC, you're going to be doing some lunch available for folks, too.
Yeah, lunch available with the Knights of Columbus. Yep. And by the way, we'll have live music with the Fast Eddie Band like we've had in years past. So we got the live music going on. And our silent auction, lots and lots of good items in the silent auction this year. So, and probably some pretty good deals, too. So, and last thing is, not only can you be in the show from an entry standpoint, but if you want to just come and look at the cars, if you don't have a car, you don't want to bring it, we love to have as many spectators as possible. Spectator entry is no charge, but of course we gladly accept donations. So
Sure.
if you just want to bring the family out and check out the cars and check out the silent auction, we've got that going on for you too.
So when you have the auction and the donations, where's that money going to?
So all the money that we that comes in will go to our church capital improvement fund. So St. John's Church, it's about 2 miles west of 23 on M59. You probably see it as you drive past Hacker Road every day. A lot of the improvements we made on the grounds, the property, and the building have come from what we've made in the car show. So we sure appreciate the community coming out and supporting us every year.
But and it's a beautiful facility, and right, you can't miss it as you drive by. But of course, to maintain that, and the car show, a great community event. Lots of people enjoy it, come out
Absolutely.
and love the cars and the music and everything else. So again, Saturday, July 15th, from 10 till 2. And how late do you take entries into the contest?
We typically go until noon. That gives us time to get the judging done, and our prizes and trophies will be awarded about 1 p.m.
All right, so even day of, people can just show up and say, I want to be in this thing.
Yeah, and in fact, that's how we do it. It's day of only. So as you start showing up at 8 a.m., we'll take your entry fee then and get you signed in.
Is there a lucky spot that seems to be the, you've been doing this for 14 years, so.
Yeah, it's a first come, first serve, or do you assign them?
It's like, I'm going to park in that spot there because the sun hits my car just right.
Exactly. Well, it's first come, first serve for parking. So again, the show lot opens at 8. So if you want that one or two shady spots that are in the lot, which aren't too many.
That is the key thing.
Well, then I don't know, but shady spots means there might be birds nearby,
So we can't guarantee no bird dropping.
Right. There's a mixed bag there, but so looking forward to it. And again, July 15th, St. John the Baptist Car Show. And Mike, as always, enjoy having you on the show, and hopefully people will come out and enjoy the car show.
Great. Well, we sure hope so, and thank you guys for having me on. And hopefully we'll see you at the show.
All right,
yeah, for sure. No, it looks like it's going to be a great show, and I'm looking for that '89 Camry that you promised us.
Might be there.
And that's from 10 to 2, 2099 North Hacker Road. So, again, thanks for joining us, Mike. We appreciate it.
You bet. Thanks, guys.
All right.
Talk to you again soon.
Have a great day.
All right, we'll get to our 2-cent history lesson in just a couple minutes. But being a Monday, it is Match Monday, where we team up with Orchard's Children's Services to try and find teens a forever home. And today's child of the day is...
Our Monday match is Jordan. Jordan is 13 years old. Jordan's favorite sport is football, and he's a fan of Ohio State and Michigan State.
Okay.
But not the University of Michigan.
Uh-oh.
All right. I like Jordan already. I mean, I was like, the Ohio State, I'm like, Things like Michigan State, and I'm like, all right.
It's not
And he says, not University of Michigan. I'm like, I like this
Ohio
kid.
State.
All right. He also loves talking about cars and hopes to have an Audi R Series or a Dodge Charger once he gets his license, so maybe he can enter it in the car show. He likes the design of both of those cars and how fast they can go. The horsepower, he said. Jordan also wants potential families to know he really likes school and works hard to have good grades, even if sometimes the assignments are too easy. He also loves music and listening to the radio, and he likes to talk with his worker. He likes to listen to podcasts, and he likes to talk with his worker about what he's heard on the news. He's really good at having a conversation with people that he knows and trusts, and is very curious and inquisitive. He's always up for learning something new. So this week's child is Jordan, and interesting kid. And, of course, Jordan, just one of the older matches that Orchard's Children's Services works with to try and find forever homes for. If you want to find out more, if you maybe think you can help out in some way, if you have room in your heart and home for someone like Jordan, check them out. Orchard's Children's Services. Just go to orchards.org, and you can get more details there.
All right. Hey, just a reminder, if you go to our website, mikeandjohnpodcast.com.
Is this where I'm supposed to say we have a website?
Yes, we do have a website.
Yeah, we do.
There's a billboard that says that, and yet no news stories concerning that billboard. So we're announcing it right here and now. We have a billboard.
Yeah, we do have a billboard.
Mike and John got it going on.
And it says, who needs radio?
mikeandjohnpodcast.com.
That's amazing.
You know what you can get there? Not only our gear, but you can sign up for the Mike and John Got It Going On team for the Walk to End Alzheimer's, and we have these exclusive Walk Team shirts.
That's right. Any donation of $40 or more automatically gets you the Team Got It Going On shirt, and then you'll be entered, of course, to join us September 30th in downtown Howell for the Walk to End Alzheimer's.
Be the envy of all your friends with the Team Got It Going On shirt. These are collectible.
Oh, yeah, they are.
Exclusive.
Of course, that too.
And wearable.
Well, yeah.
Yes, you can wear it.
You don't want an unwearable shirt.
No.
That really doesn't work.
If perhaps you want to frame it and put it on your wall, you can.
Right. You can wear it the one day on September 30th and then frame it, of course. I'm sure most of you will.
I would buy two, and that way you can get the front and the back encased in those frames.
Right.
Because there's two different logos on it. It's just really.
Or you can use it to clean your car.
You can do that
It's
too.
entirely up to you.
No, you can't.
Make that $40 donation, and of course you get the shirt. Any donation, of course, is welcome. And all you have to do is go to mikeandjohnpodcast.com. You'll see the link there at the top of the page, and that will take you to the Team Got It Going On fundraising page.
Right. Today is the 26th of June. Wow.
Time flies.
Where did June go? National Canoe Day today. Those that go canoeing, today's your day. It's National Catfish Day. You can catch catfish while in your canoe if you want.
And if you're catfishing
Yes.
online, that's a different kind of
I think
catfish.
it's the other catfish
I
where
wasn't
you're
sure.
doing catfish. Or perhaps you're eating catfish.
Here's the thing about catfish. They're bottom feeders, and
Well, we know a lot of bottom feeders.
I
They're our friends and
I really
family.
don't want to eat them.
It's National Orange Blossom Day, PTSD Awareness Day, Beautician's Day. Today's the day you thank your beautician for doing all they can to make you look like you do.
Thank you for this beautiful hairdo.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's National Chocolate Pudding Day.
I mean, if I'm going to have pudding, I'm going chocolate.
Yeah.
I mean, butterscotch in a pinch.
No.
You don't do butterscotch?
No.
It's okay. Didn't know there was...
You have your butterscotch pudding spoon. 1284.
It's not that fancy.
1280. Butterscotch. You can get a butterscotch hard candy too.
You're such a man of the people. You and your butterscotch, putting you 1%er with your butterscotch.
Probably a little jar of...
I'll be down here with the rest of the people eating our chocolate pudding like a real man.
That's how we do it, kind of with the fudge kind of intertwined in it, like the Go Packs from Jell-O.
Oh, yeah.
1284 on this day, legend says the Pied Piper of Hamelin, led the children out of the town. Other people refused to pay their pest control bill. Yeah. So the Pied Piper led the children out of town.
He kidnapped their kids.
That's what it sounds like,
It
doesn't it?
sound very...
Follow me, I'm playing a pipe.
Okay.
Okay.
Come on, kids. Want to see some puppies?
There's nothing wrong with... Well, maybe there is.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
1819, the bicycle was patented by W.K. Carlson Jr. W.K. Clarkson Jr.
Yeah, him too.
Yeah.
Wow.
First,
And, the thing is I don't think he's the one that invented the bike,
he patented
but
it.
he was the first one to say, hey, wait a minute.
If I patent
We
this
can
thing
make
and sell
money
it,
off this
sell
thing.
it to Schwinn, we can make the Stingray and a few bucks.
Sure.
1896, the first movie theater opened. Gosh, 10 cents to get in.
10 cents?
10 cents.
Outrageous.
Well, when you think about it, it was 1896.
Right.
10 cents was a lot
Yeah,
of money.
sure.
Go to the movie theater, and then
Well,
what did they charge for popcorn?
Well, and movies were like 8 minutes long, too. So.
But you get out of the heat and the dust
Yeah.
for a little while.
Show it again! And again! And again.
Why are they putting commercials for the local general store?
I don't think they had the previews back then.
No, they didn't have previews.
Especially that first showing. There was no previews. It's
Like,
here,
come on
here's
in,
the movie.
move it on out.
Yeah.
You paid your 10 cents, hit the
Get
road.
out of here.
1977, Elvis Presley's final concert took place. Market Square Arena in Indianapolis. I guess if you're going to have a ticket stub,
Well,
that would be the one.
yeah.
The final show of Elvis. In 1986, Metallica guitarist James Hetfield, you know James Hetfield,
Yeah. Hetfield.
broke his wrist while trying to skateboard down a hill.
Yeah.
Required a substitute guitarist for the tour, which
Wow.
was underway. Can't play, broken wrist.
See,
But that was way before Metallica was
what year?
1986.
That was kind of right when they hit.
They were just starting
Yeah.
to become a little more mainstream.
So, but that is almost a reversal of the great Joel Zamaya incident
Oh, yeah.
If you remember when he hurt his wrist.
Let's explain to the kids who
Guitar Hero.
Joel Zumaya is.
Yeah, well, that was back when the Tigers were somewhat of a competitive team.
Yes, they were.
Back in the mists of time. But yes, remember the closer, Joel Zumaya, and he hurt his wrist playing Guitar Hero.
That was a tough riff then.
And I remember the team was like, yeah, dude, we pay you a lot of money. Okay.
Play left-handed. Pretend you're Jimi Hendrix.
Just chill out on the Guitar Hero, okay?
It's in the year 2000. Rival scientific teams competed and completed the first rough map of the human genetic code. It's a little rough. I wrote it on a napkin.
Right.
Argued a little bit.
Now they know.
Yes.
They're going to clone us.
Let's hope not.
Like if they encoded my DNA, they'd be like, "Really? This is it?
We're gonna
Wow.
duplicate that. Better thing to destroy the
yeah.
formula.
Yeah, just put that in there.
Throw it in the campfire. 2016, an electric guitar owned by Prince and a lock of David Bowie's hair sold at auction in the U.S. for a total of more than $150,000.
So these things were paired up.
The Yellow Cloud guitar, said to be one of Prince's favorites, went for $137,500. Bowie's hair, $18,750. Just a little lock of hair from David Bowie.
You know, the whole lock of hair thing is gross. Can we just be honest about that?
It came from a former employee of Madame Tussauds in London, which had been used. They said, okay, here's a lock of the hair so we can make Bowie's
So you could match it, make it look
statue.
real. Right.
Yeah. And then the employee sold it.
But I don't know why anyone would
18
want to own it.
No, that is just weird.
That's just, I don't think
It is
that's,
it is a strange thing.
I don't know what else, what other parts can you own? It just doesn't seem right. This is his pinky toe. David Bowie's pinky toe. Okay.
Okay, that's a little weirder than the hair.
I don't know, though. It's still a body part. It's just odd. I don't know.
What's he do for a living? He collects famous people's body parts. There's nothing wrong with that.
No, I'm a specialist. Pinky toes only. Here's my pinky toe collection. All right, you serial killer, up against the wall.
And really, how do you know? Is it really, you know?
Right. How do you even know that that's David Bowie's hair? It could be just snip, snip. Yeah, it's David Bowie's hair. Yeah, sure. What are you going to do?
It's framed and has a COD thing I typed out myself.
That's just weird.
And that's your 2 cent history lesson
No.
for today. But next year we'll be talking about this. I thought it was pretty interesting. A Spanish man ran a 100-meter sprint while wearing high heel shoes. Christian Roberto Lopez Rodriguez was wearing 2.76-inch stilettos and ran 100 meters
Damn.
in 12.82 seconds, earning a Guinness Book of World Records spot.
Now, wait a minute.
His time was only 3.24 seconds slower than the Jamaican runner and 8-time Olympic gold medal winner Usain Bolt's 100-meter sprint for world record. So this dude did it in high heels.
Now,
stilettos.
And he didn't break a heel?
What
are these heels made of?
He's an experienced heel
I
runner.
guess. You know.
Christian Roberto Lopez Rodriguez.
All right.
Thank goodness he's only got 4 names.
And if you need a man to run in stilettos, he's your guy.
Yeah, maybe you're having a party and say, hey, Christian Roberto Lopez Rodriguez.
Right, him too. That's quite a feat.
It really,
or a pair of feet. Yes, no doubt. Wow. I remember when I did walk a mile in her shoes for La Casa, where they encouraged guys to wear.
Yeah, you weren't wearing stilettos.
No, I tried to put. I
You
put
were
on
wearing
some
slippers.
I didn't even. I wasn't even going to try and do stilettos but there was just
Good, but
shoes that had like a normal heel on them. And I put those on. And I was like,
He can barely walk in regular
I know
man's
that's true.
shoes. So
I just went with flats.
yeah.
And people are like, kind of cheating there, aren't you?
Yeah, you did.
I go, but these are women's flats.
They go through heck
Yeah.
wearing these flats.
So now I know.
Yes, you do.
Okay. But stilettos, no.
That's our 2 cent history and some.
Oh.
We'll be back tomorrow for
Yeah.
Tuesday.
But
JD.
only if your car is working.
What if your car's not
You know,
working?
because you got to make the commute.
Yes, I've got to make the commute.
You have to make the commute.
I have to. Yes, I got to drive
Yeah.
over
And if your car is not working, you know where to take it.
to see Glenn or Dennis and the team at Murphy's Family Auto.
Right.
Look at that.
Very good.
See, I've learned something on
Good
this.
job. They do everything for car and truck maintenance and repairs, tune-ups, brakes, expert electrical, computer diagnostics, wheel balancing, tires, shocks, suspension, batteries, air conditioning.
What about RVs?
I'm sure
You and the family are going on a
work on
vacation?
an RV.
All right,
Yeah.
just checking.
Now, if
I
you have
would
a meth
imagine.
lab in your RV, I wouldn't.
No, you're probably not that.
Don't bring that.
Perhaps
one.
you're.
No,
Yeah.
don't do that.
At least leave the lab at home.
Yeah.
When you-
Leave the lab.
well, unless that is your home.
You know,
then
I'm
I
sure,
don't know what you do.
I'm
Put
sure
it
in
on the
some
side
parts
of
of
the
the
road.
Southwest, that probably is one of their, leave the lab at home, okay?
That's a recreational vehicle, Clark, and I get it fixed at Murphy's Family Auto.
Murphy'sFamilyAuto.com, open Saturdays 8 to 1. Tell them Mike and John sent you, and you'll save 5%. So.
That's the Mike and John deal.
Yeah, it's the Mike and
Did
John.
you say they're open Saturdays from 8
I
to 1?
did, from 8 to
just
1.
checking.
Yeah.
I wasn't listening.
I know. No
I
one
was
does.
thinking RVs.
Yes, you were. All right. Well, it's been quite a show, and
Yes.
you know what? I think Cougar's right. Mondays are better when Cougar's on.
Probably.
Yeah. So, all right, we'll see you Tuesday.
You've been giggling with Mike and John. Tune in next time and giggle on.